Hello folks, coming up today's show we've got Barry McAleenan, he's a professional guitarist, music teacher from Motherwell, member of Dawn Patrol, teacher at Mango Music Glasgow and an all-round good guy. Welcome to the show, Barry. This week's show we're going to be doing Would You Rather, and we're going to be doing your favourite banger or saint and talking a load of shite as well. So let's go.
Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Cabin Copy COVID Cura podcast. There may be some bad language, there usually is. We're a wedding band from central Scotland on lockdown. We're doing this podcast amongst other things to keep us sane. We're now in our 9th week, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple. Give us a wee like and a wee follow, a wee subscription, and let us know what you think. My name is Martin, I play guitar in the wedding band Cabin Copy. I'm joined by our lead singer David Swan, also known as Swanee.
Hello there.
We've got our bass player Mark Spanko Caulfield.
Hello there.
We've got our drummer Neil McDougall.
Alright.
We're very fortunate to be joined by a very special guest today, all the way from sunny Motherwell. It's guitarist extraordinaire Barry McAleenan.
Good evening. The crowd goes mild.
Thanks for joining us.
Oh, you're more than welcome. I feel like that's the best introduction I've ever had in my life.
We're not pulling you away for anything important, Barry, are we?
Oh, of course not. No.
Good.
You joking? The fourth month of lockdown, there's nothing important.
Anymore, life's not important anymore. Nothing matters.
What have you been doing with yourself during lockdown?
Honestly, just fanning a bit, but in a good way. I think that goes for a lot of people like myself. They're just sort of creative types working on their own. I'm actually kind of enjoying just not having any real deadlines for anything. And just sort of messing a bit, seeing what I come up with on a sort of day-to-day basis, playing my guitar and making daft noises. So I just sort of messing a bit and missing gigging at this point. I wasn't at the start, but now I'm starting to get a wee bit.
Aye.
Dying to get back at it. Don't know about you guys, but
I definitely getting to that point. I think I found it in a 3-stage thing. It was a bit like grief. So the first stage, it was like, oh no, fucking hell, no gigs and that. And then the middle stage was like what you've just mentioned. I can drink fucking beer every night of the week. I don't need to be anywhere. I'm not lifting any speakers up 14 flights of stairs. This is quite good. And now it's at a stage, get me the fuck out of here to anywhere. No offence to my family or that, but I need to get away from these people, or there's going to be I'll be like a Netflix documentary. So I'm the same, mate. I feel exactly the same. Need to get back now. It's
going to be weird because we're saying that, but then when we do get back, it's going to feel strange as well, isn't it?
Aye, especially if it's going to be rule infused with, these people you need to take your stuff in and like sanitise your hands, and the people on the dance floor have got to be a certain amount apart, and see if it's all that. I think that'll be worse than lockdown. Going to a party.
It is, but I think based on the way things are going now, where Scotland seems to be in a really good place just now, and they've obviously got their shit together.
4 days on it.
Nicola seems to have her shit together on this front, and if it keeps going that way, then I've every hope that actually things could return entirely to normal quicker than we actually expect.
That'd be good, mate. That would
because
be good.
Otherwise we'd still be seeing a lot of cancellations at this point.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Aye.
I don't know about you guys, but our cancellations kind of died down there. Everyone's kind of been almost kind of dealt with into next year.
I think we've been really lucky, mate. Spanko no more, he deals with it mostly. But I think we've had very few cancellations. Most people have rescheduled. Next year's fucking insane now. There's no Saturdays left next year already and stuff like that because it's all moved over. Yeah. But we've been fairly lucky in that front. What was the numbers on that, Spanks? Did we have like maybe 2% of the people that
no,
moved?
it was about 35 movers, and then about 10, 12 cancellations, and then a couple in limbo at the moment. So
Aye.
I think we've said it before, but I think all the clients and people that have been rescheduling have been so rational and
Aye.
good about it, you know.
Yep.
I think there's nobody that's been like, you know, panicked or anything like that.
No, I
Which is remarkable considering the amount of money that these, you know, that is involved in anybody getting married.
I know.
You would think you'd experience some amount of sort of kickback or grief, but because you know what it's like being in a wedding band, you're often the target of wrongly aimed abuse.
Aye, you can be.
It's kind of part of the job, isn't it?
And that's just by your colleagues in the band.
This band anyway.
Aye.
Barry Depps with us as well when Merv takes a night off, which is like once in a decade.
Aye.
Barry fills in for us and we have some fun with Barry. We've had some decent laughs, haven't we?
Yeah. There's been some moments, definitely.
Oh my God,
I think it's just because you know, like, you guys are the only band, because I've obviously known you for a long time, but it's see in terms of when I date with you guys, literally the only time where, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but like I kind of just like have fun. I don't mean that to all the other bands that I've dealt with, that it isn't fun, but like I think it's just because we know each other a wee bit more.
We know each other. That breaks ice, doesn't it? Definitely. And I think this job is, you need to be like that. See, if you try and treat it a bit military, then you become a bit military and wooden. And see, if we're not enjoying ourselves and stuff, the crowd would notice that, wouldn't they?
Oh, 100%.
It's the old cliche, innit? It's all cliche, but
no, but it's very much
is.
the same way. You know, the band that I play in, Dawn Patrol, it's right for the off.
Cut that out, Spankle, will you? Cut that out, man.
Yeah, listen, put it this way, we're not up for Scotland's best wedding band, but you know, you can read into that whatever way you want. But but right for the off, like you know, it's going to be fine in terms of personalities and having a laugh. Like, and the minute you know that, all the other stuff just takes care of itself, because you're more willing to learn the songs, to put the work in. If you know that you're doing it for folk that you genuinely get on with, do you know what I mean?
Definitely. Well, you're the only Dep, and no offence to all our other Deps who are all amazing and all that. Well, I don't work with my Dep, obviously, but you're the only Dep that I cry with laughing sometimes at gigs, so it's been phenomenal. Been good, and you're also a phenomenal player, mate, which is...
Oh, well, come on.
Yeah,
Come on, I'm not so sure about that.
I'm going to fan you with my eyelashes next. Right, enough of
I'm blushing, is this video?
Like,
you edit all that. Just know it would be funny though if you actually did edit it. That was just like, he's terrible. He's a horrendous player. Don't know why we put up with him, but he does the job. Just about gets there. He gives us 60% of what Merv can do, so we just tolerate it.
You're the only guy I know that can play. The only guitarist I know that can play, drop in things like Super Mario Brothers in between like blurred lines and things like that. So that's always fun. It's always fun. You're the whole reason that I stopped wearing in-ear monitors. You're the whole reason, because seeing I was playing with you, I had to take them out because every time you burst into something like that, I would just buckle with laughter. I was like, I can't listen to this anymore.
But I see weddings in general as a bit like that though. Like, it'd be crap if you just like threw the kitchen sink at it. Like, you guys will know, like, you could sit and orchestrate so many things about a song, and you could put together a 20-minute medley that's got all the greatest segues and musical moments you've ever seen, but there's nothing that beats spontaneity.
Absolutely. And by the way, the crowd, amount of crowds when you burst into something, it's no Super Mario Brothers. What is it you do in Bloodlines? Is it like the...
Oh god, I do like all the really twee stuff, like the Sailor song and all that, like pirate songs.
Folk in the crowd, they notice that and love that stuff. They really do. And by the way, I think they know it's spontaneous. It's good though, mate. It's good. Do
you know where? Just on another note though, do you know where I get that from? That is 100% for my old guitar teacher, Frank Henry, who's obviously a total legend. But when I was growing up, going to his lessons every week, he would throw stuff like that in just in the middle of a really serious song.
Right.
Do you know? I think for a kid, it's good to hear somebody who's like who can make you laugh like that, rather than feeling the pressure mount on you. It's a musical way of breaking ice, I suppose.
Yep. And you'll remember him. You know, you wouldn't remember somebody beating you with a ruler. You know, well, you might because of for life, but
I think that's called PTSD.
I think, am I right in saying you played at the infamous wedding where Spanko probably made a mess of it first time? yourself, Barry.
Jesus, man, I feel so unwashed.
Stop bringing that up. Stop bringing that up.
That's another way of breaking the ice as well.
It is,
when people dancing completely their own key.
It's
I
another
would
way.
say so, eh?
It's another way of breaking your whole soul. My whole soul died that night.
It's just
and
a
has never
different key to
returned.
everybody else, wasn't it? That's the wrong key.
Do you know what was funny? I felt like the equivalent to like it was you could call it plate spinning, but it was much more severe and traumatizing than that.
Plate smash.
Because I remember once when the song started, I went out to Swanee and he had his capo, I think probably in the rank fret, right? So I was trying to say to him,
Aye, see, there you go.
Aye,
So I
so
was trying-
you used to assumed it was me, you pricks.
no,
aye,
but
it
here's
was
the
actually him.
funny thing. The funny thing is what then happened after that, which was that when I realised that he was in the rank fret, so he was playing at a different thing to me, I immediately went out to Mark and I had a look, and he was playing it at a different fret for the two of us. So there was more work involved in getting that back into the point where
I turn round to you,
terrible.
Barry. I turn round to you as if to go, how do we fix this? Because I'm singing, Barry, and I can't physically say the words to you. How do we fix this? And you just gave me the look that said, "Fuck Tefano." I was like, right, just finish this here and now.
God,
So bad.
that's a memorable first dance for that couple.
Feel ill every time I think about it, if I'm honest.
Aye, so they are. So they
See,
are.
the thing is, though, I mean, like, I think as well, though, that's part and parcel of being a musician. It's like you've got to have these train wrecks, man.
Aye.
You've got to fail, mate.
Whether you do them early or late, it doesn't matter. You've got to have them.
Aye, definitely. It's like anything else.
I suppose it can happen at any minute. Really.
It genuinely can.
It's probably the worst things still to come.
Oh, for
Fuck's sake.
If you
Posi-
get me on another dep gig, that's a certainty. I mean, actually, something similar happened to us a wee while back where, you know, sometimes you just get something in your head, you know, like, and you know, like that kind of thing when you wake up and you think it's Thursday, but it's actually Monday, and you go through your entire day thinking it's Thursday.
Aye.
And it just, everything about your day is based around whatever the hell's happening on Thursday, and it's, you know, it's 2 days away. So things like that can happen in music when you start playing a song.
Aye,
you can
definitely.
get something in your head about what, like, and it's just a total brain fart. You go, this is in this key, and I'm right, and there's nothing that can change my mind about it, even though the band's been playing it like that for 10 years. It's different key. You just set your set on it. This is the key it's in, and you look at them as if they're the idiots that are rang. And then what happens is just this absolute fucking tsunami of fucking shit where nobody can figure out what the fuck's going on and everybody's drowning.
Aye, definitely. It's good though, it's good fun. And that wedding in particular ended up amazing. It ended up one of the
Aye, they
really
were dead
good nights.
nice, thankfully.
Aye.
They were so nice that if I remember correctly, they come up to us after the first dance and say, "Oh, I loved how you employed polytonality in that song there. I loved how the guitar player was in one key, bassist was in the other, singer seemed to be like somehow in between.
Fucking somewhere else."
It was. He goes, "Oh, we like avant-garde music as well."
Aye. Oh well. Paradise experience.
So, usually at the start of the podcast, I would ask everybody how they've been doing, what they've been up to every week. But I was thinking recently, there's so much negativity around lockdown and, you know, things happening in the world and everybody having their say about this and that and against each other. I was thinking about what's positive about lockdown. Or if there is
You've got the wrong band,
That's-
Mel. You're the wrong fucking band.
I started to realise that. So I was thinking it would be interesting to see what you guys think has been good about lockdown, what you would maybe keep from lockdown. Maybe if you could describe a perfect lockdown day. What about you, Neil? Anything you would keep from the lockdown period?
I'm actually loving lockdown, to be fair. It's only because I get to go out and make bonfires every night and act as if I'm literally the last person on earth. Apart from hunting shit, I'm quite happy with like doing manly jobs outside and rearranging the garden and that.
There's something in that though, Neil? There's something primalistic. Is that the word?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that a word? I fucking made a word.
Primal, aye.
There's some definitely about that, you know, like just having the time to go about your manor and getting stuff sorted. And
Aye.
I mean, look at Spyco, he's wrong about with a cordless drill, you know. Fucking 2 weeks ago, that guy couldn't put the toilet roll on it.
No, it's good that you get to finally live out all the hours and hours and hours you've waited on YouTube tutorials, and you actually get to put them into practice. That's pretty much what I've been trying out.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
Aye, definitely, man. It's like the doing DIY and stuff like that was. You can do it now with a sort of less stressed out mindset.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you're happy to fill 3 hours building something at IKEA because it takes up the day.
Yeah.
How are the projects going, Neil? Have you get
Great, man. Well, apart from being pissed on the last 2-3 days, it's been still going. I've pretty much put up the walls and that of the
Any more bodies?
studio. No. Aye, Barry,
Good.
there was we found bones, some human. Well, we thought was
Oh,
human
aye,
bones.
I heard about this. Aye,
Aye.
I mean that was not taken lightly. Right up, right on top. I love how you left the actual the sort of final outcome of the thing right to the very end. Like everybody's basically taken in with the fact that this thing could well be human, right up to the last seconds. You're like, you know how to tell that story, Neil.
That's how you tell. Exactly, that's how you tell a story.
Are you building a studio as well, then, Neil?
I built this studio, the kind of music studio for him, but I've got a kind of design studio on the go. So it's basically printing t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. So
Nice.
All right, cool.
aye,
Nice, mate.
So
Is it smaller than in the music
it's
one?
bigger, much
Is
bigger.
it?
Aye, it's like 3. It's huge.
Are you going to have like industrial printing machines and stuff like
Aye,
that?
so I've got them. I just never had the space for them, so it was.
Sweet.
Aye, so
See, when you get back to gigging and that's something running, you'll be begging for lockdown again. Because you'll not
There's
have a second.
you know what?
man.
There is no way I would have done this if we weren't in lockdown. There's no way.
That's
Absolutely
it.
no way. So
That's amazing the amount of things that are coming out of it that way, isn't
Aye.
it? It's like
Yep.
you go. I think it's just because time's dilated as well. Like I don't know about you guys, but I feel as if the last 3 months or whatever it's been has just flew past.
Oh,
man.
aye.
Aye.
You're doing these jobs and you're seeing stuff like come to fruition, and you just think to yourself, see if you were doing other things, if you were out gigging or out working or whatever, it's like you'd actually be finding the excuse to say to yourself, I don't have the time.
Aye. Aye.
Whereas actually it's bullshit, and it's been bullshit all along.
Aye.
It's just the other stuff gets in the way, and you
Yeah.
think that is a valid excuse not to do stuff.
Well, I think as well, when you're doing this job and you're maybe working another job as well, you've got very little downtime. So I think you need, sometimes you need to grab that downtime, and that's when you should be doing the jobs.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? So I think you're right. I mean, there's always an excuse. I've not got the time, and there is always time to fit something in. But I do think there's maybe a wee bit more to it than that. You need to grab your downtime and that.
Definitely, aye. And I think as well, it's like, I suppose maybe the bigger aspect of that is, as musicians, especially if you're working through the week or whatever, if you've got another job, that sort of Sunday morning after a Saturday night or something like that is actually sacred, isn't it?
Aye, mate.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. See when I just get that. See when I just get that arse on that couch and Super Sunday comes on, and it's like, do not fucking phone me. Nobody phone me. I've got 3 hours out of a whole week here. Aye,
Yep.
definitely. I think there's loads of positives out of lockdown, Merv. I think there is definitely lots of positives that I've found. All the stuff that Neil's mentioned, getting stuff done. I've had loads of projects just sitting half done, quarter done, and just tying all that stuff up makes me finishing stuff makes my soul whole. That shit, man, without being a big pun of cheese.
sense of completion?
I love that stuff, man. See, just getting to the end of it, and you've done a good job, and it's all done, and that sense of accomplishment, as you say, is brilliant.
Definitely, aye.
I think as well, we've been getting on better in the house. I know I was kidding on at the start of this, but see, the more you run, I mean, Mary Ann's working up the stairs in the studio here, I'm doing the stairs working in the dining table, and Keen's obviously in and out with the dogs and doing some stuff, and we've all been getting on better. And I think that's due to the fact that we know I'm no driving home at 4:45 going, right, man, I've got a gig at 6 o'clock. Keen's got his gig through in Glasgow. You need to go and grab him, and I'll grab that, and I'll make sure the dinner's. And it's just fucking hell, massive, all the time. It's just this. And you get used to, we are so used to living like that actually lockdown has made us like hit us with a brick, almost like go, Jesus Christ, we were busy, and it's good. Definitely good to take a step back and reflect on all that. I must admit,
100%, man. 100%.
I need to be busy.
I think as well, man. Like, see, just I think we found that, like, me and Sharon always used to, not always used to be day, but we always used to make a hang out of making dinner. We'd cook together and have that. That's sort of something we really enjoy doing. But then, so at the start of lockdown, we were doing it a lot. which was great. And then it kind of took a dip, and all we did was have like 2 takeaways a week. Like, and it's just, you do that. And by the way, that's fine as well. It's all part of it. But then recently we started doing it again, and you realise that it's like that's the shit that matters. That's like the most sacred stuff you've got, and it just depends on how you look at it, because some people look at that as like, well, I don't want to go through all that hassle and this, I don't need to, it's locked in, and that's valid and all, because it just depends on what way you look at it, what you find important, and doubling down on that in lockdown I think is what it's for.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's the simple things, as you say. It's just the simple things and appreciating them, and having a nice dinner. It's like, what more can you need?
I know.
Enjoy it. But a nice sunshine.
Having 40 cans of Tennent's and days, what more can you need? Simple
is that
things,
your usual dinner drink? 40 cans. No, but it's just it's nice outside. Don't have anywhere to be. Prepare something nice. Take the time, prepare it. Go through the process. Get the sense of accomplishment. Eat it. And then
get pissed.
You're happy, and get pissed.
You can't beat that.
I cycled in the Strathclyde the day, and I did what any man does during lockdown. Immediately rewarded myself with I can. You know what I mean? It's like I'm starting to get a beer belly for like the
Have you put any weight on, Barry? Have you put any weight on in lockdown?
I have. I've put
you're
on
a
about
slim guy.
I've put on about half a stone.
Have you? So have I, mate. 6 pun I've put on, man. I can't put 6 pun on.
I would say that a wee bit of that's muscle, you know what I mean? Because I've been working out quite a lot.
Have you?
I know. Like, get that image in your head for a second. Come on.
Packing a heat barrier.
That's it. So I'm getting fatter and more muscular at the same time. Watch out.
Don't fuck about with Barry.
See, when you cycle down the park, can I ask you a wee Motherwell question? Do you
go for it.
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Oh, that is a good question. I believe I went clockwise.
Is this one of the questions? Is this one of the questions that the people will be able to tell what team he supports? Where it goes round?
Aye, it's got connotations. So that means you go the way that you end up getting the sort of wee hill at the end.
That's right. Aye. So basically, but what I do is because we're North Motherwell, right? Everybody, all the listeners know exactly everything that they need to know now. But I'm not a native though. Please take heed of that. I'm not a native. It's worse than I'm your house native. But anyway, I go down the bottom of Watland Street and go into the park for there. And I think it is clockwise. Do you base that on like? Aye, no, it is clockwise. A clock, I'd imagine, is what you base it on.
But what side are you coming in for, Murph? So you know what I mean. So that depends, does it not? If you come in from Motherwell end, then you're getting round.
Oh, I think it's just clockwise or anti-clockwise.
We still go clockwise.
Somehow this will lead to a beetle anyway, Barry. Somehow that.
Unless you're underneath the water, you could maybe argue that it's the other way.
Aye, true.
Coming from under the water, yeah.
True.
Like if you're standing behind a clock, is a clock going clockwise?
That's like, see that? I've been thinking about it for the past 2 minutes. As soon as you asked clockwise, I went, is there 2 clockwise?
Fuck's
No, that wouldn't be. You'd need to be under the water. That's what I thought straight away. So
surely if you're going round something, if whatever's on your right, you're going clockwise, and if it's on your left, you're going anti-clockwise.
Aye, I believe so.
Yeah. I think so.
I mean, what's this? 3 million years of human evolution has led to us discussing whether clockwise is indeed going round a clock one way, the way that a clock goes or not.
There'll be plenty more of that coming up.
I'm
soon.
glad to hear it.
I'm good with left and right, but this is far as drummers can go.
Spanko, what have you found positive about lockdown?
I've kind of, after a couple of weeks, you kind of end up forcing yourself into like a routine as such. So, again, I've been doing a wee bit of the, kind of just doing a wee bit of
When's the
exercise
wank?
at the exact same time. Doing the exercise at about the same time, usually about 12 o'clock, and that kind of
That's
breaks
what I
up
call
the day.
exercise, I know.
That kind of breaks up the day, so that and a bit of DIY stuff that we're wanting done in the flat, and just must be the same as everybody else really. But I've been doing the recording, boys, and that, haven't we? So I've been getting recording again. So
definitely, you've been doing some amazing stuff with that, mate. That all the tracks that I was listening to the day, some of the keyboard stuff's brilliant. Really good.
Everyone, you guys are pitting it, by the way. Just you blow smoke up my arse, I'll blow it up your arse, mate, right? That's how it's going to work. Money in exchange has been taking place. No, but you've got that shit done, man. Just good quality videos always. Your social media is great. video
nerve.
editing. He's put a lot into it. Aye, it's brilliant.
Thanks, mate. That's good.
I think most bands like could learn a lot from how consistent he's are as well, because you know what it's like. Sometimes you can just think, right, we'll put the money into this one thing, and we'll get this one thing, and that'll be it. But you guys are probably one of the few bands I know that are like consistent with it. It's like every day.
Right, well, do you want me to go with the first one?
When I got a gong?
I got a gong. Shit, sorry.
Fucking hell.
There's a gong.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Are you going with the first one?
I'll go with the first one now.
Go for it, mate.
Barry, you got retweeted from the legendary Corey Wong. How did that make you feel?
That made me feel so validated that my place in the world of music was all worthwhile. Everything that I've done up to this point in terms of learning the guitar for 23 years was all validated by that one moment. No, of course that's total bullshit. I'm being completely sarcastic. No, nice, but seeing a sort of selfish kind of way, I wish you had just shared it. I wish you had shared it. I don't think a lot of these guys realise. And he messaged me give me the thumbs up or whatever. But I think a lot of guys don't realise how important it is for the wee man to actually have you to share it. Like, if you're saying that you approve of it, like, don't just sort of nip in and nip out. Like, put it on your platform, you know.
What a fucking prick.
So I'm not, Corey, Corey, I've got no beef with you, Corey, but we might need to sort this. Get in touch with me. Let's do
they
this.
Do tune in,
right?
They do tune in.
Aye, they do. Aye.
Aye.
There's somebody from America listening to this. Is that your cousin, Swanee? Somebody from America's listening to this.
Yes, that's Karine and I can't remember her husband's name. That's terrible. But she's in Arizona. I'm going over there in November. So
does that mean that you can say then? You guys can say that not only are you like Scotland's best wedding band, but you can also say that he's the best North American podcast about a Scottish wedding band.
Yeah, 100%.
You just have, mate. You just have. And who would that?
I was going to say, I was going to ask you, obviously you're up for the award again, which is amazing. But like, you've won that before, haven't you?
Yeah, last year, man.
So I just, what really makes me laugh is how it must make the other bands feel like, no the other bands, what I mean is, see the ones that say like that consistently batter out the whole Scotland's best like premier it's like, so let me go through it. So we've got Scotland's best wedding band, we've got Scotland's premier wedding band, we've got Scotland's foremost events and functions band, we've got one of Britain's best, the fucking list, you know what I mean?
Don't forget Europe.
How does that make them feel that you've actually got the fucking award? That's amazing.
It's good, right?
I think we've used every one of them.
I have.
No, but I love, my favourite one is when people start talking about Europe and all that, like different parts of Europe's best event bands. It's
universe.
Like, take a look at yourself, please. playing for your auntie in Mallorca once doesn't mean that you can start talking about being Europe's best.
It's definitely better when somebody else says it about you, innit?
Aye, that's the whole point, aye.
I think it's definitely better if somebody else says it about you, and then you can let the other people say it about you, so you don't need to say it about yourself as much as well,
Do you think there's a wedding band full of theoretical physicists that advertise themselves as this dimension's best wedding band? This particular universe's best wedding band.
Are you getting into string theory here?
A wee bit, aye.
Well, that brings me to my question for you, Barry.
Right.
What's the third above the bass of the first inversion major triad, whose root is the submediant degree of the harmonic minor scale, whose parallel major is a relative major of the minor key that has a signature of 3 sharps?
Fucking hell. See, I will be able to figure this out, but how long do you want this podcast to be?
I just thought I would definitely get one of them in there for
You've always been asking that. You've been asking that for weeks.
You've been asking me that one for ages, right?
Nobody knows the answer to this, man.
Do you actually want me to answer it?
No, don't be silly, mate. Don't be silly. I've got 3 of these kind of stupid music questions that I clearly know nothing about, that I was trying to be funny with and ask you because you would. But Spanko gave me the last one, and let me see if this is. I think that one that I just asked you is just gobbledygook.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I think it's, the answer is pointless. Either way, it's.
Let's try Spanko's.
Getting no light on anything.
What's the most amount of polyrhythms the most honed human can decipher?
I think that's theoretical question as well, man. I don't think
No, I mean, no, definitely not.
Some
I mean,
of the one you
like,
gave me, Spanks.
Aye, but I think it's daft as well. I don't know if it's a real.
It is, but it also isn't, because I think it actually is quite. It's really individual, obviously, to everybody. There's certain people who can deal with more information at a time than other people, and I know for one, I'm not particularly good when it comes to like the more proggy and like odd time signatures. It gets that's not really my forte. But there's definitely people out there who can deal with insane amounts of rhythmic concepts at one time.
Neil.
So I don't know what the answer to the question is, but there are people who can do that to the nth degree. So best talking to them.
Will do, mate. Will do. Thanks for that, Barry. Yes or no, mate? Yes or no?
Yes or no?
Yes or no?
I should have just said yes,
Here's a question for you, Barry. What was your first ever guitar, and when did you get it?
I've still got it. First guitar, it was like it's a Honor classical guitar. My dad brought it back for the Barras, I believe, one day. I don't know if I think I was sort of showing some sort of interest in guitars or whatever, because my uncle and his mate used to play. We'd go to a caravan and all that, and I'd sit and watch them play. So he came back one day with a guitar. It was a wee classical Honor thing, which must have been very cheap, obviously, but I've still got it. It still sounds amazing. But the interesting thing about it was, I think this is a wee bit of sort of it's a story that youngsters should listen to if they're starting to learn. It was a classical guitar, but it had steel strings on it. So not only is that just ridiculous in and of itself, but the nut was huge, massive, high action, and it was just almost impossible to play until we got it up to when I started taking lessons. Big Frank sorted it out for us and all that. But no, I've still got it. Like that was definitely getting some calluses in at a young age on that thing.
Where can the people find you if they want to book a wee lesson with you?
So at the minute, I'm working with Mango Music in Glasgow, which is great. If you just search Mango Music, we're doing group lessons for kids. We're doing private lessons as well. So that's the best thing to look at. Obviously, or just find me on Facebook and send me a message or whatever. That's the best thing to do. But I'm quite enjoying that as well, just in terms of that's my routine right now, is just my lessons. So if it wasn't for that, the 40 cans that we're making a joke about and all that would actually be a lot more serious a problem, do you know what I mean? But no, I've got a wee routine with that 3 week, which is great. But
And I can testify to Barry's teaching abilities. He taught Keane guitar years ago, and Keane is now a fully fledged bass player.
Cut that out, please. Come on. That's a body blow, Swanee.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. I've got to get some in though. Of people hanging on fucking soft now.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I've got a nice soft question for you now, mate. What's the best thing about being a musician? I'll say it right, sorry. What's the best thing about being a musician, Barry?
Oh, God. I don't know, because we all know that being a musician...
One thing. Just one thing.
Best thing about being a musician? Honestly, right, do you know, this is probably where I'll go to it, and this is probably a bit wanky and all, but it's just the feeling of playing music. Because I think the thing that separates a musician from somebody who just consumes music is they both experience that feeling of euphoria listening to music, but and all the other emotions that come with it. But there's something about playing music that it just feels a certain way when you accomplish something, or when you really play it the way you want to, or you get the idea across.
Sheer satisfaction, mate. Sheer satisfaction.
Probably is, aye. But there's a connection, that you have with people, especially, and again, just because I'm maybe in some way like lucky enough to enjoy playing wedding music, I like seeing people just having a good time. So I really don't care what I'm playing.
Yep.
I will play the worst of the worst to make people happy.
Oh, and you have?
Oh, and I have, yes, absolutely.
What is the strangest thing that's ever happened at a gig to you?
This is crap because I've not really got much in that front.
Well, we've already spoke about it.
I know, it's a way fucking.
Oh well, I mean, if you count three-way avant-garde interpretations of Ed Sheeran, then
It's actually Ellie Goulding, mate. Get it right. You don't even know who the artist is.
Was that what it was? I didn't know that. Fuck.
Well, I think the strangest thing that's ever happened to you at a gig, in my experience, is
You know better than me.
up in Balogie. Mind we were up in Balogie.
Oh yeah.
No, a boing.
A Boeing, that's what
A
it was.
Boeing.
Balogie was on the way.
Aye,
Balogie was on
Balogie
the way.
was on the way.
We passed through Balogie to get to a boing.
And we were out the back of that, the place, the venue, and they all had the cars and the Land Rovers and the carryouts and the bars. And they had like stacks of drink in these backs of these 4x4.
So it was, aye.
And this one guy, it's like to Barry.
I know what you're going to say.
Do you want a drink of this wine, mate? Or was it Bucky? It was Bucky, wasn't it?
I
I'm sure
think
it was
so,
Bucky or Jaeger, one of the two.
Jaeger it was, aye.
Jaeger, aye. You want a drink of Jaeger, mate? And the guy was guttered, like beyond steaming, and we were all just trying to get a break and let's.
They were all a wee bit over-friendly, those types, and all, weren't they?
Major, aye. Like we're just trying to get a break and get a wee breather, and then because we played for like an hour and a half.
It was roasting, I remember as well. It was boiling on
man.
that stage.
Boiling, so you're a wee bit antsy. Well, I get a wee bit more antsy when it's boiling anyway.
Let's
But,
not go there. That's a whole different podcast. How many times have you punched fuck out to somebody at a wedding?
No,
Me, I've done it 400 times in my career. The latest of which was at the last wedding, where a boy came up to me and said, "Here, mate, do you know what?" I went, "Excuse me, do you know?" Bang.
But the guy said to Barry, "Do you want a drink of Jaeger, mate?" And Barry's like, "No thanks." Really polite, "No thanks, mate. We're just trying to get a wee break here. We're going to get
Because I didn't like his stuff. That was the more sort of pertinent point.
You did at the end of that. You were like, "Look, and I don't like it." Do you, the old thing, wasn't it? Take a drink, mate. Take it, and you're no thanks, mate. I don't like Jaeger. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. This went on and on and on and on, and it got to like the 9th time where he asked Barry, "Just take a drink of this Jaeger," and Barry went, "Look, mate. See if I say to you, do you want to eat shite? Would you do it?" And the guy's like, "Oh, that's if you wanted a drink." I've never fucking laughed so much in all my life, man. I rolled down that grass hill. Oh, so good. So good. Oh, brilliant. Would you eat
I'm
shite?
not going
Do
to
you
lie,
like shite, mate? Do you like shite? Aye, do you? Well, if you don't, would I should eat it? Would you eat it? No, I don't like that. Get paid for it.
I'm not going to lie. There was probably 4 or 5 moments that night where the fist was bald while I was talking to people. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's so funny.
Definitely don't mean this in any sort of bad way, but sometimes when you go right up north, they know how to party a bit too much.
Oh God, aye. Oh, the Highlanders know how to party. That's for sure.
And
No
you
doubt
do like
about
it's,
it.
you go like that. People in the media and all that, they kind of paint out the Glaswegians as being mental and everything. But you go up there and you're like, we are definitely like wee lassies. We wearing our wee skirts and all that when we got there.
And they're all massive, aren't they? They're all big farmers.
It's like a 7-foot guy. I mean, I remember. That's another story when you talk about. In fact, technically, this actually answers the weirdest thing that's happened at a gig question. This technically does answer this, which is when I was about 19 or 20, we did the Young Farmers thing.
Oh fuck!
Have you ever done that?
Well, no,
what's that?
no, but I know about it. It's mental.
It's insane. It's absolute insanity. It's basically like spring break in America, except for everybody that works in a farm. So
mental.
we're talking about basically 14-year-old boys that are 7 foot tall and 20 stone. You know what I mean? But, no, but I remember I ended up at some farmhouse somewhere, and the minute I seen the big soup pots just getting filled, every litre bottle of any spirit was just getting emptied into it.
Jesus
Right?
Christ,
I'm talking like a big soup pot, and they were just passing that about, taking big scuds at you. And I was like, right, this is. But the thing is, the taxi went into this place, right, and all you could see was the headlights of the car. There was no civilization for a good 4 or 5 miles either way. And you're out here with these people that could literally just pick you up and break you like a twig. You know what I mean? So that was scary. I'm not going to lie. I thought I was going to end up, in with a manure or something like that, and fertilizer.
That sounds interesting.
A guy broke a watermelon on his head and all that night.
Can it be the young farmers? The young farmers. So that concludes questions for Barry.
I was going to
Nice
say, I
timing,
like the gong, I like the gong.
Nice timing.
Want me to I'll give you some sort of like 80s game show music if you want.
Definitely. We need that. I do that.
Probably
mate.
need it for this next section.
What's the next section?
I'm going to play a wee game of Would You Rather.
Oh no.
It's a real edition.
Shag, marry, kiss.
What, are
is
we
that
14-year-old or something
that? I
like that?
know, fucking kiss, cuddle,
No,
talk.
but it's a real edition of Would You Rather. So if Barry gives us a jingle, it's going in now.
Cool. That was a great
That was
jingle,
brilliant, Barry. What-
Oh,
that's
that's
the best
quality.
jingle.
Aye.
That's the best jingle. That's the best
What do you
jingle.
mean now? You still need to pay my fee and all that for writing
Right.
my commission for the tune and all that, you know?
Okay. No theme tune for this one. Would you rather have a voice that sounds like an electric guitar or hair that is always glowing like Christmas tree lights?
Who the fuck wrote that? Who the
I mean, who's going
fuck
to choose the hair?
Who the fuck wrote that? What is this?
I just found one on the internet, mate.
It's got to be the electric guitar voice, obviously.
Yeah, I
Is
would
it-
say so.
So is this just for Ollies then? I take it.
Aye,
No,
I
just
guess
focus
we
on
can
Barry?
start with Barry and whatever.
I would have yes, definitely the hair. Funnily
Oh,
enough.
it's funny.
Funnily enough.
But a voice, so you can't say any words. It's always just.
Aye, but they'll get it. They'll know.
So did you go for the voice for the guitar, Barry? Aye.
100%. It'd probably sound better than how I currently sound, so... Do you know what I mean?
And you could put some like delay on it and put some,
Could you do that?
distortion on
Aye.
it.
Like, sort of, aye.
Has it got a pedal board? Has he got a pedal
Well,
board?
I'd imagine that then, see the whole thing about sort of tightening your undergarment, should we say, that increases the pitch. Is there perhaps some other way of adding effects onto this? Or is that too graphic for today?
No, is it? Fuck, you're allowed to be graphic, mate. Definitely. No kids listening to this shit, man.
I reckon you could use your dick as a whammy bar, and then you would know.
Well, there you go. Aye. Brings a whole new meaning to the word wang bar.
I can't get out of my head now.
It'll be interesting when the old boy at the pub asks for Apache, won't it? Always, if you play a pub gig, there's always one guy about 70 going, "Play Apache, son." You're like, okay, no worries. Zip. Do 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 do.
Dick whammy bar.
You ever seen the Wangcaster?
No. What's
Have you
that?
ever seen this?
No, what is it?
Well, go ahead and Google Wangcaster and thank me
Right,
later.
let's go with that.
Wang
You could do that.
caster.
It's incredible. I think you should get one of these for next gig. Seriously,
Wait till you see this.
the details unbelievable.
Somebody's put a bit of hair on one of them as well.
What the fuck?
By the way, have I got my video on yet? Are we just not doing video?
No,
No,
don't do
no video, mate. Just podcast.
Oh, right, okay. I thought we were all going to get to look at this and marvel.
No, I will just send it into the group.
That's kind of fun.
And
The people don't get to see it. They need to Google
I
it.
will need to.
Well,
then we need to describe it with
The
our
mystique.
best description.
Let's face it, the best part of that guitar is the buzz on it.
I fucking find it.
Wangcaster. Fucking hell. See when you think you've seen it all, and the Wangcaster pops up.
That pops right up, man.
That is insanity. The only way I could describe see that 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it the hairy one you've posted in, Spanks? Because that is awful, mate. That is awful. It's actually got a member at the top. See, like the axe bit.
Posted in one there the now.
Aye, the headstock is indeed a helmet.
It's so bad. So for the people out there that have no get Google, what the fuck are you playing at? It's 2020. Get yourself a phone. No, but this is a guitar. It looks like. I mean, it doesn't look like any shape of a normal guitar that I've ever seen before. It's shaped like testicles and a male member.
Do you know what I love about this, right?
It looks like flesh as well, this one.
Do you know what my favourite thing about this guitar is, right? Is the fact that, do you know when you think about luthiers and how they hand shape all the wood for the neck and all that, right? It's him actually sitting with like some sanding paper and a wee file and all that to do the buzz. Just like really making sure that it's fantastic. You know what I mean? He's put his heart's work into this.
Is this
His
an
whole
actual
life's work
thing?
into this.
Is it an actual guitar?
It's an actual. It's a company. It does more.
Right, we need to get on.
It's a real
Much as
company.
It's a real company. Aye.
Is it? Fuck. It can't be.
It genuinely is.
It is.
The guy's done more. He has.
Wait a fucking minute here. How much is one of these?
With fortune. These are handmade custom pieces.
Oh, aye.
Does this pretty much put to bed then the whole phallic argument about playing the guitar? Does that put that to bed? Aye.
What about
Just
the
not
guy-
even a joke anymore. It's actually just a psychological thesis.
Wait till you see this. Wait till you see-
What's then?
Oh,
What's then?
Jesus Christ, right, this would take a wee minute because my mouth is absolutely shit, right? And I can't see for laughing. I've never seen anything quite like that. And you need to make it full screen.
Aye, that's
You
the
need
same guitar, isn't it? Oh,
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, that's Kirk Hammett out in Metallica.
Metallica, but I
So
think
that's photoshopped, obviously,
Aye.
but
Aye.
that's fucking hilarious, man. I need to get one of them.
it's horrible.
I think I've thought of the best possible use for that guitar.
Oh,
And
really?
it's basically for me and Merv's sake, really, right? Now when you get those guys at gigs that come up and insist on taking give me a shot, give me a shot, give me a shot, right? You have one of them just sitting off stage a wee bit that they can't see, and you go, "I no bother, pal, cool,
Here, mate."
no worries." And you just sling it right round their neck, and you parade them in front of you every day and go, "Right, on you go, mate, shred away."
Wonderwall's getting banged out in a Wangcaster.
What's the price?
I can't
Try to
find
tune it and all that,
price.
fondling the helmet.
I can't.
Oh, God. This is right up my amateur street. Right,
They're
price.
fucking. Their family filming it and all that. There's your Derek, he's got to go up and play guitar. Like, we'll never forget that moment that Derek went up and stole the guitar off that boy. And then they just zoom in to realise what's happening.
Would you rather be present to observe the birth of the universe or watch the death of the universe?
Fucking hell,
That's
this
deep.
is deep, man.
That's deep.
That is deep. Spanko, you're freaking me out this week.
I think that's kind of where the lawyers are coming for it.
I think I would rather see the death of it. I want to be there at the end.
as well.
No, I mean I'm going to counteract that by saying that by definition the birth will be more exciting because according to according to the latest sort of theories on this, the universe will simply cool down to the point where it just kind of fizzles out.
Really?
So if there is a big bang, I'd rather see the big bang. I mean, it's a firework, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then I guess if you see the end, you'll get to see what happens after the universe ends, which is a big...
Doesn't he say that though? Doesn't he say you'll get to see what happens afterwards?
Well,
That's like the worst cliffhanger of all time, innit? Sitting there with your popcorn, about to witness the end of the film called The Universe, and then it just goes black, and you go, "Oh, fuck."
Bit of a sequel. What about you, boys?
Yeah, I since we're talking about positivity, I'd probably rather watch the birth than the death. Yeah.
You be upbeat cunt.
You fucking upbeat prick.
We'll bring you back down. We'll bring you back down. What about you, Neil?
I don't know. I really don't care either way, but I guess I would.
I don't care.
I guess
Best in any of that birth of the universe, death universe shite. No, I don't. I'll just build my fucking walls in my studio and all that. I'm not interested in that
I
shit.
quite like living in the middle, you know. But I reckon if I was there to see the end, there wouldn't be any light, I'm guessing. So perhaps I wouldn't see it anyway. So
Yep.
probably just the birth.
well, I suppose where would be the location of this witnessing this? Where would you be? Would you
Well,
just be
that's an interesting
sitting
question.
like
Google.
sitting in your
You would have
in
to
your living
become
room?
omnipotent.
You'd be like a
wouldn't
god or something. Yeah.
Aye.
You'd
You'd
be able
be
to
out
view
with
it.
the physical realm.
You'd
Aye.
need to be running round clockwise Strathclyde Park at 678 miles an hour, and then you would.
I believe you'd need to be on the astral plane. Where it happens.
Where'd you catch that?
On the astral plane, only the two of us.
He's singing, ladies and gentlemen. That's 4 cans now. That's 4 cans.
That's actually 5, mate. I'm forgetting how quick this shit goes by.
Would you rather have a Lamborghini in your garage or a bookcase with 9,000 books and infinite knowledge, Barry?
You fucking kidding me? Really? Give me the Lamborghini. No.
I've got to say I'll agree with that. I've always wanted the Lamborghini with the winged doors.
Every wee boy's dream motor's a Lamborghini, innit?
Is that the one? Was it Miami Vice? I think they.
No, that's
white.
a Testarossa. That's a white Testarossa. Aye.
You sound like my Uncle Ted. But he would
I actually see when it comes to the old supercars, I do like them. I mean, see, the Lamborghinis. The weird thing about them for me is, see, when you were wee and you had it had to be a Countach or a Diablo.
Countach, that's it.
Like they're just mental looking motors, right? But to me, the Lamborghini Miura is the best looking car of all time. Google that and try not to get hard on.
Really?
It's the Lamborghini Miura SV is it was actually the car that inspired muscle cars, American muscle cars.
At that.
So see if you look at the front of it, see the length of the bonnet and the way that the back just haunches down onto the road.
Beautiful. That is beautiful.
The side profile of that car is about as erotic as automotive design will ever get.
Lamborghini what? Sorry?
I'll show
Miura.
you the new specs.
Miura
yeah,
SV.
It came up S.
There's one there for you.
It was actually the car that inspired the American muscle car design. So it was an Italian design.
Looks like a Mustang.
Aye, well it inspired that.
Looks like that, It's very nice. Do you know
Nice interior.
that reminds me
I think that's
almost
the best looking car there's ever been.
it reminds me of the shape of my Uncle Ted's first Ferrari, which was a Dino. A Ferrari Dino.
The Dino, that's a huge sweeping long bonnet in the front.
Yeah,
Aye.
yeah, it's like that. But I would love the Countach, just simply for the doors. I loved the doors when I was a boy.
The gull wing doors. Right?
Oh, I loved them. Loved them.
See it now, that's class.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Do you know that Lamborghini's the company started out making tractors?
Is that right?
Aye, I knew that. Only from
They still
Top Gear.
make tractors to this day.
Do they?
Yeah, there's still actually quite a large wing of their business is tractors.
Fucking hell. Well, do you know what? See, tractors, they cost a fucking
they
fortune,
do, aye.
man.
Imagine fucking showing up to the old farmers meeting at the market with a fucking Lamborghini tractor. every other farmer just looking at you going, oh, there he is, your gull wing doors on it and all that. Fucking hell.
Is that what they're called? Gull wing?
Gull wing doors, right?
I did not know that. That's good. I like to learn something new every day, and that's
There you go,
my thing. I'm away to my bed now. Spanko, what about you? Do you want a Lamborghini or do you want an infinite knowledge?
I'd go infinite knowledge, yeah.
That means you need to read every book, though.
Oh, right, I thought...
Technically, we've all
thought
got
you
infinite
just had-
knowledge right
had-
now. If you want to get
books
philosophical
anyway.
about it.
And infinite knowledge. I took it as a separate entity. Like,
I think it is.
knowledge.
Aye. So the question is, because Spanko's querying it, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just stop for a Stewart's inquiry here. Would you rather have a Lamborghini in your garage or a bookcase with 9,000 books and infinite knowledge?
So you don't need the books then?
So you don't, what the fuck's the books doing there?
But exactly, I still kind of read that as you have the infinite knowledge contained within the books.
Ah, that's what I thought as well. So the 9,000 books contain
Lamborghini.
everything.
Lamborghini. Fuck it.
I fuck that. Lamborghinis.
Gull wing doors. Get it on the go.
Gull wing doors.
What about you? It sounds like a Dubliner song, that. The gull wing doors. The gull wing doors. What about you,
Well,
Merv?
the lead singer of the Dubliners wrote that after he had just purchased his first Lamborghini. Oh, the gull wing doors, the gull wing doors.
What about you, Merv? Lamborghini knowledge, what you up for?
Well, I mean, I'm not mad into cars or that. That car looks nice, that Lamborghini that you just sent in there, Barry.
Glad to hear that. Gets the approval.
Lamborghini.
So it does look quite appealing, aye. But, I mean, infinite knowledge, is that always a good thing? If you knew everything? That could have its own problems. And 9,000 books, wouldn't really fancy reading them, so...
Nah, fuck that.
On that basis, I would take the Lamborghini.
I base my decisions solely on I've got like 50 podcast episodes to get through and I can't get through them, so 9,000 books is no fucking chance. So Lamborghini for me. But you up for Neil, Lamborghini or infinite knowledge? Did you answer that one or am I going round again?
No, I think if I had infinite knowledge, I'd probably get a Lamborghini or make one. I suppose.
See, you always find the cracks in this. You always find the cracks in this.
So
That's a
possibly
good point,
the knowledge. If I had it, I would probably get a Lamborghini or probably many. Or make my own Lamborghini, like a new one.
Nice.
Or maybe you would realise that it's bad for the environment and you get a bike.
Well, if I could take
Yeah,
a wee
instead.
page out of Neil's book there in terms of finding the cracks, surely having infinite knowledge, right, in today's world would be a problem.
How's that? How so?
Because how could you learn stuff? How could you learn through experience and all the rest of it. You want to be able to. You would literally, you'd piss off everybody.
Well, is this like, would you know, like...
You'd talk your way out of it like a smart ass, but everybody would hate you anyway.
I take it, can it mean like, if it was infinite knowledge, can it mean you could predict the future and you know what's going to fucking happen and all that?
That's not knowledge.
It's infinite knowledge.
That can't be knowledge.
Or just infinite knowledge of things that have happened.
Yeah, isn't knowledge something that you retain and then bring forth to then use, rather than what would the other one be? Omniscient?
Give me a Lamborghini.
I think it's just knowing lots of shit, to be fair.
Would you rather have 7 fingers on each hand or have 7 toes in each foot?
Come on, unless you're into some kinky shit, it's the hand, isn't it?
Good for playing the guitar, I guess. 7 fingers.
Well, I suppose.
Unless you've got like 3 thumbs.
I would like to
That'd be good
interchange.
for playing the bass.
I would like to be able to go on Monday I'll have 7 fingers, but on Tuesday I'm playing a game of 5s, so I'm going to have 7 toes so I can bend it like Beckham.
Can I say something topical at this point? So I think this question, we can find out what the answer is if this whole Russian radiation leak thing comes to fruition.
What Russian radiation leak?
You know, heard about that? There was apparently some reports that there's a radiation leak.
Oh well.
A Russian nuclear power plant. It's probably a lot of shit, but...
No,
it was from Reuters apparently, so they're reading higher levels of radiation in the Baltic Sea right now.
Is that how you pronounce that? Reuters? I always say Reuters.
Reuters.
Is it?
Reuters. It's not a Wi-Fi company. I was reading the Reuters.
So give it a few months and we'll see whether we prefer 7 fingers.
Well, they actually say that there's evidence to suggest that the high rates of cancer in Scotland and places like that do come from Chernobyl and the wind that brought some of that shit over here. Nothing to do with the fact that we all smoke 70 fags a day.
Exactly.
Battered sausages and shit like that. Do any of yous know, or have any of yous ever eaten a battered Mars bar?
No.
Do you know it? Have you had one?
I've tried one, I've tried one.
Do you know what I hate most about this? Is just the fact that whenever you see programmes about Glasgow, they mention it's the most patronising nonsense. No one eats that.
Look at these jokes up here.
Fucking no one eats that. I watched the thing with Anthony Bourdain a while back, where he's in Glasgow, and the guy's cool as fuck. I like him, right? Brilliant. But he took a slightly different stance on it, where he obviously did the whole like getting into the chippy. He's like, everyone's battered, blah blah. Welcome to Glasgow. They like it. This. He said it was delicious and everything, but then he had to go and get the battered Mars bar, and I'm like, nobody does that.
I know. It's like shortbread. Who the fuck eats that? Know what I mean?
Like once every so often if you're visiting an elderly relative.
Aye.
So, questions from the people, is it?
Mm-hmm.
What people?
We've got one question this week, which is...
Amazing.
That's brilliant.
That's
you can let me know, and I'd use some aliases to send some questions.
That's probably...
We've got a question here for Edwin Vertical.
I don't really understand this question. This question comes from our friends in the band Franco, the wedding band Franco. So the question for the Franco boys. So the question is, what is your favourite thing about chat roulette?
That's because we were having a Zoom call on Saturday night and he was on chat roulette. When did he put that? Because we were a wee bit drunk and then we jumped on a chat roulette. It was quite fun. Do you know what chat roulette is?
Never heard it.
I mean, I've heard
You've
it.
Never heard it?
Never heard
that when it's like you just randomly get connected with people all over the world.
Aye, you video
It's just
chat
like being in a pub.
But it used to be kind of funny a few years ago, but it's just basically you go on it, it's just a load of guys wanking. Because you just go on and just did it straight away.
Okay, so well that's definitely my favourite thing about chat roulette.
So that's that question answered, but you get 2 options. It's like, years ago it never used to have 2 options. It was just like a basic web page and you would just click the next button if you didn't. It's like swiping right and left kind of thing. Almost like weird. Tinder. But you get connected with somebody online randomly with each other. Chat if you want or whatever.
So does it just get in and round and you just press it and you go to the next person?
Yeah, there'll be thousands of folk on it. So I remember back in the day it would repeat occasionally. You would pump it. So we've seen it on Saturday night and they ask you 2 questions at the start of it. It's like, do you want the unsafe version, which basically says, dicks allowed in brackets,
Oh, shit.
and then as in penises, and then
Yes, please.
second question was, or the safe version in brackets, no dicks allowed, meaning that because everybody knows that it's just guys wanking at the camera.
The world is truly
What the
fucked.
fuck,
what
man?
it is.
That's not what it's meant to be.
Fuck.
It's not. It's meant to be. Do you know what I mean? If it was decent folk just like going on and randomly
Take the
speaking
dick
to folk.
option off then. Take the dick option away.
Oh, that's not funny
These
when you're
people-
drunk, is it? So we jumped on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. Wait a
so
minute here, Spanko. How many times have you been on this? As a
I know
wanker or a
you seem to know a
wanky?
lot about this.
Not for years, man, but we're on it Saturday night. It was quite funny. And I'm talking to some folk. Folk kind of celebrate when it's no somebody that's wanking. It's like, oh, hey, there's 1 out of 100. How's it going, mate? Not bad. Aye.
Here's my question with this, right? Can you know just like how many folk, right, would just like screen grab
Loads.
and just
Bet you
like
the idiot.
and just fucking rip the cunt entirely out of these people?
Aye, that probably happens
We
all
always-
the time.
No, they cover their faces. It's a close up
Jesus.
of the genitals.
Fucking, who wants to see that?
Weird.
Mate,
I don't know, but you go on. There's lasses on it as well. Doing
what,
it.
doing the same thing? Mm-hmm. What's the address?
What's the address?
Why didn't I bookmark this?
I
Chat
hope we're
Roulette.
away for a can for the next 20 minutes.
I'm wait to get a can, opens a new tab. Can you do a podcast and go and chat roulette at the same time? We're gonna do it.
We could, aye, but let's
Keep your
not do it.
trousers on. What's your favourite thing about Chat Roulette, Merv?
I suppose the name. Chat
Quite
roulette.
like it, eh?
Because you would never know what the roulette element is. To me, that just sounds like chat roulette. What? Maybe
Subjects.
Aye,
you
an
get a
online
good chat, you
gaming
get
thing
bad,
like it. Aye.
good chat, bad chat. You know. But I never
Definitely get bad ones.
How many
never really
folk
took
have
that.
accidentally went onto that thinking that it's a gambling site?
Aye, I know.
I'll have 32 red. But oh fuck! Oh no! Shit!
Put that away, Derek.
Is that you, dealer? I'd like to put. Oh fucking hell!
It's a strange concept. Is it a pay site?
No, it's free.
Is it?
It's been on the go
Aye,
for years and years, man.
Never
Like
heard
years
it.
and years.
Never
Imagine
heard
being
that.
the guy that created this and did the day-to-day general upkeep of like a website like
That
that.
is primarily guys wanking. Aye.
And Monday morning you're just like checking your emails and that, you know, and it's just like
That tells you a lot about the human race. I think you kind of said this, Barry, but that it was put up there. It's just a basic box with a forward button on the bottom, and you.
Spanko knows every detail.
No, the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to
Just
make is
evolved into
it's
it.
not like it's not specifically a sex site. It's just complete freedom. So that's what's
aye.
evolved into really quickly. It's just guys
mad.
wanking. So that's what TV would be essentially if it was unmoderated. Just
That's
guys
what everything
wanking.
evolves into, innit? Everything always ends up with guys wanking. Why is that? You know what I mean? You could start... you could start like a wee tea club and all of a sudden everybody's got their bobbies out and... Jesus.
Fucking hell, man.
Start a
Maybe
wedding
we
band
should move
podcast and then there, you know what I mean?
Put that away. Put that away. That's a strange question. Who if Franco asked that?
I think
May
that was
ask?
Craig because he was.
Craig? Who's... Oh, Craig Parker, sorry. I
Yeah,
just
he
know-
was. That's his first name.
Just know him as Parker.
Aye, that was. We were on it on Saturday. It was really funny. So
So many members did you see then?
too many. One is too many.
Not enough.
Too many. It's horrible. You're just
Aye.
clicking, going like click, click,
But is that feigned? Is that feigned disgust?
No, it's stop doing the gay joke, man.
so. I mean, like, what happens with the people that they end up chatting with? Why are
It's
they
awkward.
There?
It then becomes
What's
awkward
the-
because like, you're not wanking. Oh, what's that? What are you up to, mate? Not much, man. And then some guy, some like Mexican looking dude was lying down, smoking a joint. Hello, mate. What's that? I'm like, oh man, it's good to see you're not a wanker. It says, what is it like? Hey, what is it like? I think that's what happened, kind of thing.
Jesus Christ.
The weird and wondrous facts with Captain Common.
I know for a fact this question in Merv's has got the answer. I know the answer already.
I know.
John Lennon. John Lennon.
No, this one. But this is an interesting question, and it goes: is it crazy how saying sentences backwards creates backwards sentences? Saying how crazy it is.
Oh.
That reminds me of something, right? Which is, I'll give you all 30 seconds to see if you can get it right. There's only ever been one top 40 song ever that has had a palindrome for the title of the song and a palindrome for the artist.
Abba.
Not a palindrome.
Is a palindrome?
Palindrome spelled
is
the
that
same
not-
backwards as it is forwards.
Is that? But is palindrome no the thing that was in Glenn Michael's Cavalcade?
No. A palindrome is a
paladin.
word that's spelled the same forwards as it is backwards.
Is it Abba?
I'm not saying anything, so there's only one song.
is Abba?
It's the top 40
I don't
song
know.
that's had the song as a palindrome and the titles, and the artist, sorry, is a palindrome as well. If I tell you
UK
the
top.
artist, you'll probably get the song.
So it's like a.
No, I don't necessarily mean that that's that it's like a one-hit wonder. I just mean that. Okay, it's been more than 30 seconds, so yes, it's ABBA.
How's Abba?
Fuck's sake!
So what's
I
the
don't know any
song?
of their songs apart from Dancing Queen, but I don't know if that definitely.
They've only got palindrome
So Abba.
title of the song.
Hold on, I'll get it now. Once I Google all their songs.
Didn't do them any good, did it?
Voulez-vous?
Abba. Can't believe I'm on abbasite.com. Oh, there's a guy wanking.
It's actually Bjorn himself. Like, he's getting on else today these days. ABBA.com is just him fondling himself.
That's a strange website they've got. It's almost like a wedding band website.
Who, actual ABBA?
Aye, they've got
That's not their official site, is it?
SOS.
SOS.
SOS, there you go, you've got it. That's the one.
Is that the only one, is it?
It's the only ever top 40 single that's hit a palindrome song and a palindrome artist.
So what was the thing you
That's
said, Mel,
interesting.
that brought us into this? What was that fucking thing?
Is it crazy how saying sentences backwards creates backwards sentences saying how crazy it is?
That's mental.
Wow. And that's Paul
That's
McCartney.
quite
tune.
mental because it's not a public but it is quite mental that that means exactly what it
Aye.
is. But
Aye,
I've got the
that's
feeling
really
that a
cool,
lot of other things might I get the feeling you could probably apply it towards other stuff and it would work just as well.
That is mind blowing. So is
That
that?
is
Does, I can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around it. Somebody explain it to me in Swanee terms.
No.
See, none of yous know either. See, when I ask somebody to explain it in layman terms and you go, no, we're not explaining it to you, it doesn't mean that you know. It means you don't fucking know.
That's kind of like the was thing, isn't it? Was is.
No, that was a bunch of shit, mate.
It's not. It's a sentence.
Say it to Barry.
Before was is.
No, it wasn't.
That's the sentence.
Right, so before was is. I know, that makes sense.
That makes sense. Aye.
I'm glad it does to you. How do you die in quicksand?
Asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Yes, but how?
Exhaustion.
No.
They're not compress your lungs. They like compress.
Aye,
No.
the weight.
Nah.
Circulation, lack of circulation to the brain.
Nah.
Is it the thing about struggling? Because if you don't struggle,
Aye,
then
exhaustion. You
it
struggle
doesn't
yourself to
work,
death.
so.
Nah. All myths. All movie myths.
I've seen The Princess Bride. So is it big rats in that live under the sand?
It pulls them under.
Aye.
Unfortunately not, mate, but that sounds really cool.
Tremors.
Tremors, aye, that's what I remembered,
What a
mate,
movie.
aye. That was brilliant. Live up on the roof. Live up on the roof, don't come down.
Tell us then.
So, as you all know, movies and TV shows where someone is very dramatically getting swallowed up by quicksand, it's just that, it's dramatic, it's not true, that's not how it happens. Most people die in quicksand because it's very near water and it's only usually a few inches deep,
Oh, so you drown.
so you drown. So if someone does die in quicksand, it usually occurs when the tidal basins are moving, and the person gets stuck and then drowns when the tide comes in.
Interesting.
That's nuts, isn't it?
But you definitely see quicksand a lot in movies.
You do.
How often you see it in reality, which is never.
Aye.
Or even in any sort of
Aye, well, where
program
we
of
live,
nature,
that's
you never
for
see
sure.
it. It's like I don't remember ever seeing real quicksand.
Oh,
on a documentary of it.
I've seen it. There's quicksand up the Law Village, you know that? Aye, there's
dangerous
It's a real thing.
Aye, definitely is.
No, it's real, but for the amount of times you see it, and
it's over exaggerated in the movies, isn't it?
Cowboy films, and so there's loads of stuff.
It's always there at the opportune moment to foil the the hero who's on his way to save the other person that the hero saves.
The damsel.
He says very eloquently.
How many films do you see somebody in the what do you call that, in the aircon? They're always in that aircon.
Oh, I've seen a thing actually where they said like pretty much every air conditioning vent in the world is too small for anybody to get in.
I've seen that as well, mate.
Did you know that lobsters don't die of old age?
No, they get cooked.
Well, there's some disagreement on this fact, so don't fact check it, but
Syphilis.
But it all boils down to semantics. The explanation is long and very scientifically technical. So I'll let this article explain it. And I'm not clicking it.
Quality. Aye, great. Glad to hear it.
Clickbait.
Aye, I'm not clicking that. That'll take me to chat roulette. How long does it take for pineapples to grow, lads? Go. Spanko, go, quick.
About
Go.
3 months.
3 years.
Wrong.
11 years.
No, wrong.
20 years.
Wrong. Barry?
3 years.
Close, wrong. 2 years.
2 years for a pineapple. They're quite incredible pieces of natural
Fruit.
like wonder.
Yes, it's the
suppose.
Fibonacci sequence and all that, innit?
Yeah.
They look amazing.
I love
They
them.
taste amazing.
I love them. They're amazing. Apparently they're really good for you as well.
They're right good at, see if you eat hundreds of them in one sitting, they're right good at dissolving a hole through the roof of your mouth. That's what I found they're good for.
Writing about positivity leads to better health. Did you know that? So actually writing about positivity
Can know how
lead to better
self-help
health.
books work though.
Well, that's reading. That's in digesting positivity, but this is...
Oh no, I definitely agree with the original point. Aye, that's definitely true.
A recent study examined a group of 90 students, split them into 2 groups. One group wrote intensely positive experiences for 3 consecutive days, while the other wrote about a control topic. So scientists assessed the students after 3 months and found that those who'd wrote about the positive experiences had less sickness than those who didn't.
We're musicians, we know this is true. When you
That
play
must
or
be true.
listen to good music, and
It's
if I was to ask like all you guys right now to write about your favourite albums, your favourite records, you would feel amazing.
Feel better? Yeah.
You know, like
definitely.
I'm one of these people you need to tell to shut up. If you need to tell me to shut up if you ever get me talking about Joni Mitchell or Steely Dan or something like that. It's like,
Yeah.
but that's because it's like it's a pure euphoria from within that you want to share with people.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
mate.
remember when I first got into Joni Mitchell, funny enough, and I was like,
Don't get him started,
telling
man.
everybody. I was like, you need to
Oh,
listen to
man.
this. People
Oh,
are
don't
like,
get me
obviously
started, no.
People are like, I don't know what this is, and like just some woman singing acoustic guitar. Don't know really getting it, but I think when you get it, somewhat that, like for
Brilliant,
me, when you get a tune and you do like a tune, I'll listen to it literally like
Yeah.
20, 30 times in a row,
Yeah.
Aye.
constantly.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that with Joni Mitchell, and it's good when you find that. And
Aye.
there is a euphoric thing, and there is
There's
a
very
thing
few,
that's
to me. There's I think like with everybody, a lot of us probably form our own sort of or form similar stances on our favourite music, because one of the things that I think really works is that it's deeply meaningful to you on multiple levels. And you know, it's very rare that somebody like will turn around and say that their favourite artist is something that just works to them on like one level. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Aye.
Very rare that somebody will just turn around and say, "Oh, I like this band because they look cool," or "I like this band because it rocks," or whatever. Like nobody says that.
Aye. It's a
Like,
multitude in
the
it.
universal thing about what you love about your favourite music and what really inspires that positivity is that it's a multi-layered thing that really affects your life in multiple levels. So I think if you're asked to talk about deeply positive experiences and write them down, all you're doing is exploring all of those levels.
Yeah.
All you're doing is bringing all of them out,
Yeah.
and actually through that you're reliving the experience of having. You're reliving the experience itself.
Do you think that it's probably a good message, see, for people that have been in lockdown and have been probably, living alone? I think, music and pets, stuff like that.
Yep.
A dog to stroke and listen to your favourite, that album that you're talking about, Barry. The one that means something to you. That kind of stuff. I think that's huge for people that are out there.
Massively.
Music can just change up the atmosphere in a room instantly.
Yeah.
Even, compared to if you get the background noise of the telly and it's, people talking, adverts, just changing it up with music doesn't really necessarily matter what it is to an extent, but it just can totally change the atmosphere in a room and take you out. I mean, if you're talking about being in states of mind, I think music's a good thing for taking you out of whatever you're in and bringing you into another thing subconsciously, even if you're not listening to it as such,
We spoke about this in a podcast before. Spank will cut it all out, but I'll speak about it again. My prime example of this, and I know why we take edit stuff down, I'm not getting at you, Spankle, but the prime example of this is if I go down to go to a pub and I walk into a Witherspoons and there's no music and I'm having a shite night, and then I go to a small independent local pub that's got the music on and it's a great fucking night. Do you know what I mean? So and all the only difference there, there's people and there's drink in both places, and it's the same people probably that you're with in both places, but the only difference is music.
Oh shit.
Do you want to explain to Barry the rules?
I think you should.
Do you not get it, Barry, for the name?
Banger or Saint?
So we'll read it.
I think I get it, aye. But okay, is it right? Aye, no.
Read a person and you tell us what you think of them, if they're a banger or
perfect. But here's the thing that would really cut me up is do I just have to say banger or Saint, or can I let loose with both barrels?
Oh,
you can elaborate. Aye, I think that's the point now.
Right, well that's
podcast,
beautiful then.
I think.
Right, okay,
I hope you haven't lined up some. I hope you haven't lined up some folk that will elicit certain answers.
Okay, so Barry's going to be giving it both barrels. I'll read them out, and I'll get on yous all. So
Barry, 2 barrels.
First person, Mother Teresa.
Jesus.
I'm only joking. Neil, we'll go to you first. Neil,
all right.
David Attenborough.
Saint. I have no understanding of the man apart from his documentaries, so I can't say someone that likes the planet that much is a.
You know why I would say he's a saint? Sorry to jump straight in here, because David Attenborough has like a personal sainthood to me, and that, do you know that here's an interesting fact, I should say this earlier. Do you know that he's the man that brought snooker onto the TV?
Yes.
Is he?
Aye,
he's literally he was controlling the BBC at the time when colour TV hit.
Yeah.
And he started shortlisting certain types of sports that would be good because of colour. So obviously snooker's one of the first ones that comes in, because otherwise it's shite. And because of the difference of the coloured balls, he sort of shortlisted that as being one that could be popular. And then look at how it happened in the 80s, you know what I mean?
Well, they did have snooker in black and white.
They did, but it was just terrible.
Well, the commentators used to say things like, he's going for the pink, that's the one next to the brown.
My dad's told that joke about 100 million times.
Don't say that's a dad joke. Cut that out.
That's fucking. What else is it if it's not?
That's a great joke, mate. Dad jokes are sometimes good. Don't
I
just
love a dad joke.
Dad jokes.
I love a dad joke.
I think it's just so funny though, because I'm that choking for a game of snooker that like I'm literally zoning in on the fact that David Attenborough, even though he's like one of the biggest like naturists in the world, conservationist, does so much for all these charities. I'm just that concerned that he did a snooker thing.
That's an interesting fact.
Merv, David Attenborough.
Aye, Saint. I didn't know that fact about snooker, but that brings his sainthood level up a notch.
Right?
Love a bit of snooker, man.
I mean, I love Attenborough stuff. I think he seems like a genuine guy that cares about that stuff. Aye, Saint.
Spanks.
Yeah, Saint. Yeah, good TV programs and that. Aye, definitely.
Nobody's got to say Attenborough's a banger, have they?
No,
They've not asked me yet. Nah, you can't say he's a banger, can't you know? He's the man. He's the man. He's like the main man. He's like Greta's da. Know what I mean?
Was his brother the Jurassic Park guy?
Aye.
That's right, aye.
Was that
Richard Attenborough. Richard
Big
Attenborough.
Dickie.
Who's that?
The boy from Jurassic Park. It's
Tricky Dicky.
What did he do in Jurassic Park? Was
Welcome
it
to
that?
Jurassic Park.
He
That
played
guy.
the owner of the fucking island.
I'm no up my Jurassics.
Near him, I've
The original
You're very
Jurassic
a
Park.
Cretaceous man, aren't you?
He does like his.
He's
Lobster.
Cretaceous, aye.
Andy Murray. Barry, we'll go to you.
Oh, that's okay.
Everybody go for a pee and come back.
Okay.
He'll still be fucking talking about it.
Right, I know. Right, okay. Tough. Do you know what? I'm going to. He's definitely not a saint. So see for the fact that he's further away from saint than banger, I'm saying banger. Because you can edit this out if you need to, but the minute he sung God Save the Queen, banger.
did they?
Banger. Anybody that ever does that's a banger. There'll never be any other answer other than banger.
He
Six
couldn't.
cans didn't.
He probably. Well, what was his other choice? Like, no sing it, just stand there.
Well,
Take a knee, take
there's
a
loads
knee.
of other folk that have done it. There's loads of other folk that have done
Take a
it,
knee.
but don't come under the same. Like, there's loads of other folk that have done it that haven't sung it. Got Jeremy Corbyn didn't sing it for fuck's sake.
That's right. Yeah. Well, he got a beast in
Loads
the
of other
press for
sportsmen
that.
throughout time that haven't done it. Even English folk with Irish descendancy and all that kind of stuff have done it. Long time.
I never knew that.
I did every
I
night.
edit all this shit out if you want, by the way, but no, banger from
Getting
me.
kept in.
He's definitely enjoying his life as part of the establishment right now, and makes me see him in a different light. So banger.
Neil?
Aye, banger.
Banger. Same reasons or anything different?
No, he's just an angry wee man.
Aye,
So
he does
He's
seem
a
like
bit
that.
angry and all. Aye.
So he's quite angry all the time. I think if I'm saying if I was in his position, I don't really know how he feels when he's playing tennis. Clearly, we're like right into it, but I think that's why his girlfriend always wears like black glasses and that. I think he just like
She's got black eyes.
Fucking hell, Neil, every week,
No.
mate. Every week. Every week there's some domestic abuse involved.
Angry, he's angry. You can just see things, you know. Aye, good banger.
I love it. Merv, Andy Murray.
I will say saint. I mean, I never knew about the God Save the Queen, but what the reason I think he's a saint is he's been or is up there with the best in the world, and for a Scottish person to be close to the best in the world at anything is
He's
the
not seen
biggest
Scottish though.
Well, that's what you're saying about him being part of the establishment and that. I don't like that side. I never knew about the whole God Save the Queen and that, but I still think he's Scottish. You know, he's done it. He's done it in a world that he's not expected to do it in. So, credit for him.
Spanko.
Andy Murray.
Are you counting them up?
I've got one Andy Murray, two Andy Murrays, three Andy Murrays, four Andy Murrays.
That's it. So banger for that alone, for the mumbling.
Oh, that was clever. That was clever
Oh,
because
did
you
you
mumble
not know what I
all
was
the time.
doing there?
No,
Because you mumble all the fucking time, mate.
Never mumbled in my life, sir. You retract that statement right now.
I thought you were weighing up the pros and cons of the.
So did I. I thought he was weighing out the pros and cons, but he was actually doing an impersonation, which was really decent for him.
Do you know? Well, really difficult.
Barry.
Start sounding American and all.
Barry,
Like,
do you want to do? Who's that singer? George Ezra.
George Ezra.
Do you, let's do a
Barry.
conversation between
Jesus.
you do George Ezra and I'll be Andy Murray.
right, okay.
We're just meeting.
Right.
We're meeting.
Can I also do like a wee bit where it's George Ezra's mum, like
Aye.
wiping his cheek with a spit before
Aye,
he goes on?
aye. So this is Andy Murray meets George Ezra
and his mum.
and his mum.
Right, okay, George. Oh, you look so handsome, George. Have you got your toffee in your mouth? No. Fantastic! I can't wait to hear you sing that song. He's got a big now one of the big toffees that your gran used to have in that tin. That was just the minute, like it seemed like solid rock when you put it in your mouth, but the more you chewed it and the more malleable it became, the more it stuck to your teeth, and it was almost like, you know, you ever seen Keanu Reeves in that bit in the first Matrix where they put the thing in it and it shuts his mouth there?
Aye.
And his mouth gets shut out. It's like that. That's how he sings his songs. I'll be right back. Just trying to get a big bit of toffee off the tap of his mouth.
Toffee mouth.
Sorry, we were going to do the thing, weren't we? Right, so...
Aye.
So you Andy Murray?
I'm Murray, yeah.
But see, the problem is... you know, here's the problem, the inherent problem with this sketch that we're setting up here, right?
What the fuck is
that-
going on, man?
Is that he doesn't... See, George Ezra, he doesn't talk like that. He's a
Aye.
toff.
Aye.
Not a toffee, he's a toff, right? So he'd probably go, oh, hello, Andy, did you go to Eton as well? And he stings, he goes, Bobby, right, because it's trendy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I spent a gap year in Budapest, that's where I wrote the album, you know. That's basically what it is, though, isn't it? Then they put on some stupid fucking voice to be trendy.
I know.
Fuck
George.
off.
Oh, George. How's it going, mate?
Fucking
So
shop,
let's can
Andy.
that because I'm
Fucking
too angry now.
That's brilliant, man. I love that. Andy Murray's a fucking banger. He's got a gold post box. Fuck Andy Murray. Mike Myers, Neil. Mike Myers.
I'll just say setting off the bat, I only know him for his movies, so I don't know anything about his personal life, so same for that.
Can I get her fucking George? Merv, Mike Myers.
Aye, Saint, aye. I mean, Wayne's World, who doesn't like that? Probably everybody here, apart from me, but...
I love Wayne's World. I love it. Love it.
Austin Powers, even.
Nah, I can't handle that. Can't handle that.
It's a shame that he's not done more stuff.
Aye, I know.
He's done a lot,
You
though,
don't
hasn't he?
hear... Aye, back in the day, but you don't really hear much these days. But maybe that's a good thing as well, because we talked last week about people that don't know when to
Stop.
stop. Aye, so aye, Saint.
Spanko.
Saint.
Why?
Good films. Yep, good films in that. You are right. I think the last film he was in fucking Bohemian Rhapsody. He's not
Can I
doing much.
suggest at this point, before I give my answer, I think like Saint and Banger are too far apart.
I don't know. It's polarising.
It's like you can't.
No grey areas here. There's no grey areas.
That's fucking. Yeah, but you can. Oh, Jesus.
We're just a reflection
I
in
don't
the
want-
modern society.
I don't want to call people. Right, even if you just said like good cunt. You know?
Wank. Good cunt.
Ah, well, that would be a bit. Aye, well,
Well, what do you think of Mike then, Barry? What's your take on this?
for no other reason, I've got. If you haven't got anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. He's just saying.
Really? Alright, okay. Aye, I'll go with Saint.
Aye, for that exact reasoning, because I can't. I've not had any political or personal reasons to hate him. And I don't
Canadian.
know enough about his
He's
alignment
reasonable.
with certain things. So
We don't. I mean, because the reason why there's not a third one, because Banger or Saint are just alright. This does not get the same ring. That's probably
it's
why.
true. Banger Saint are just all right. But I think when you think about it, though, this is maybe my feedback element to it. See, if you did have some three options where there was one in the middle, that would reveal more about everybody's personal stance on that person,
Okay, let's have a one.
and would lead to
I-
their conversation.
I think we usually say when it's in the middle.
Are you doing Andy Murray again? Mumbling cunt.
Podcast.
You know, it's been very difficult developing this pseudo English accent. The more successful I've got, but I feel as if I keep winning, eventually people will forget that I'm Scottish.
Did you go Banger or Saint with Mike Myers, by the way? I don't even know. Anyway,
Saint.
do you know what to go in the middle?
For no reason whatsoever.
I'll go Saint with him as well. Start with you, Barry, Debbie, Harry. Blondie.
Blondie don't do much for me, man.
You more
Give
a
a
redhead.
shallow answer, obviously, but no, like, honestly, Blondie aren't a big thing for me. I think they're supremely overrated. No, so I don't know. Banger.
Banger. So we'll go to you next, Spanko, for that. Debbie, Harry.
Banger or Saint? Kind of wish it was the third option here.
Okay, why you jumping Barry's bandwagon and wasting my fucking quiz here, man? There's Banger or Saint. Live with it, guys. Fucking live with it.
Maybe or is the third option. Banger.
So,
or
okay, bang Saint. Then
No, it's still Banger.
I said bang, didn't I? So Banger Saint.
This is
Debbie
basically
Harry.
just turning into that shite fucking thing. What is it called? Snog, marry, avoid, isn't it?
Debbie Harry. That's a tough one. I think. Yeah, I quite like Blondie. The
sing.
first few
You sing
albums and
Blondie.
that, aye. But if it's one of the two, then just go with Saint. Then aye. But I hated the fucking new stuff when they brought out in like '99. Maria.
Some of the most
Ding,
some of the
ding,
most
ding.
heinous sounds that have ever been
Shite.
produced.
Shite.
Fucking don't get used, guys. Anyway, Neil, Debbie Harry.
I would snog. I wouldn't marry. But I would but
Marry
aye,
Debbie
Saint.
Harry.
Aye, Saint.
Harry, Harry.
What about you, Melv?
Saying I mean I'm kind of similar. I don't find them amazing, but I kind of quite like them in a way. So I don't have any bad things to say.
Well, my mum told me that I followed a lassie about a campsite when we went on holiday when I was like 7, like for the full week, because I thought she was Debbie Harry. So I'm gonna say saint, absolute saint.
There's things happening in your body at that point that cannot be explained by
it's never
God
stopped.
or
Barry.
anybody.
It's never stopped.
Aye.
It's still going now. Eddie
Aye.
Murphy, Barry. Eddie Murphy.
Oh, he's fucking legend, Saint.
Neil.
Aye, Saint. I know I've heard a lot of things about his like darker sides, but I think he's hilarious.
For
Stand-up
his
comedy.
contribution to comedy, he's a saint.
Aye, absolutely. Stand-up comedy is brilliant. You've
Merv?
got in his movies, I think.
Aye, I would say so.
Aye, Saint. Comedy, good films. He's quite in his music as well. I heard him and doing an interview with Craig Charles talking about music that he plays. I was wanting to hear some of it. It's not like mind blowing, but it's nice tunes in that. And he's who he's actually into. Guess who one of his favourite.
Fuck off. Fucking Beatles.
The Beatles.
Fucking
The
Beatles.
Beatles apparently.
That is actually kind of strange considering now.
Banger.
I know apparently it does.
Total banger.
So Saint for me.
Spanko,
I mean-
now that you know that he's a
My girl
Beatles.
wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. If you've not seen that video, get it watched. It is classic, fucking insane. With Rick James just doing the pseudo kid on him, or mixing it while he's in there singing, then just jumps
Yep.
in with the bass and doesn't
That's
hit
it.
any notes. It's the fucking funniest, one of the funniest videos you ever watch.
I'm Rick James,
Saint,
bitch.
but he's done a lot of bad shit. He's a very bad boy. You're a bad boy, but he's a saint.
Bad boy. Bad boy.
He's a bad boy.
How good is Coming to America though?
Aye, that's a great movie. Aye.
Wash the
Fucking
royal
brilliant, man.
penis.
There's no other film like that, is there?
No, there's never been a film like it.
Never will be now.
No, exactly, aye. Because all they do is talk about fucking the different fucking white people, and it's a very black film, like
Aye.
in a great way, because it's probably one of the only films that encapsulates sort of black culture from start to finish in a way that isn't sort of comparative or makes it out to be something that's
Derogatory.
under oppression and like that. It celebrates it in a way. You know what I mean? See the whole. Just everything about the culture, how they in terms of how they all interact. It's like it's a fantastic movie, absolutely brilliant.
One of my favourites, man. But he's a banger. Fucking Beatles. Aye.
I forgot
For the
alone, I
Beatles.
suppose.
I mean, fuck all his comedy, fuck all his movies, fuck all of that.
Oh
Beatles
man,
fan.
you need to watch his stand up. It's incredible.
I love his stand-up, Barry. I love it, but I know that he's a Beatles fan, so he's out. Let's get us fucking finished up, man.
Right. Everybody say thanks for listening, folks. Thank you.
Thanks for
Thanks for
listening,
listening.
folks.
Cheers.
And thanks,
Thank you.
Barry.
Right.
No,
Thanks,
Barry.
Barry.
my
Thanks for coming
pleasure.
down.
Honestly, absolute pleasure.
Great to
That
have
was
you
great
on,
fun.
mate.
Aye, thank you. Thanks very much for listening to the Carbon Copy COVID Curer podcast. We'll be back soon with another ill-informed, chat-filled episode. Why not tell us what you think by email, inquiry@carboncopymusic.band, or visit our website, carboncopymusic.band. And if you're feeling really generous and you haven't already, please give us a like on our Facebook, facebook.com/carboncopy4, and even our Instagram, @carboncopyweddingband. Thanks again. No bangers were harmed during the making of this podcast. Carbon Copy reserve the right to moan about anything they like, and they will. Thank you.